And feel free to call us about anything that is moving your world today. I know what's moving my world today, and that is 17 years ago today, the world's most famous missing child, Madeleine McCann, was reported missing. Madeleine was on holiday in Portugal with her parents, Kate and Jerry, her twin siblings, and her parents, friends and their children. The McCanns hailed from Leicester in England. In that time, Madeleine has become the world's most famous missing child. And this week, to coincide with the anniversary, we hear that the British Home Office has just given another £192,000 to the Metropolitan Police. That's approximately £14 million that has been spent on an investigation for a crime that didn't happen in this country. I did not believe the official abduction story from the beginning, and I tend to agree with the Portuguese police files. So vast and unprecedented resources have been dedicated to finding Madeleine. Celebrities and politicians rushed to help. At least 3 countries have had police investigations searching for her or her alleged kidnapper. Parents and friends were ruled out right from the start of the British police investigation, much to the concern of senior cops. Operation Grange continues to be funded, as I say, to the tune of multi-millions of pounds, paid for by the British taxpayer. And well, I asked on social media yesterday, should we continue funding? And I was overwhelmed with responses all across my social media. We are talking about thousands and thousands of responses, and I could only find 2 that said, yes, let's continue the funding. That's extraordinary. This is a deeply, deeply unpopular case for the British taxpayer to continue funding. And that is no disrespect to poor Madeleine, none whatsoever. But there are, as we know, one child that goes missing every 5 minutes, and many people are left asking, what makes one child so special? This week in Germany, a cop who's been working on Operation Grange has actually testified at the Christian Bruckner trial. Christian Bruckner was deemed the #1 suspect about 4 years ago. Detective Mark Draycott from Operation Grange had previously interviewed Helg Bushing, said to be a key witness in the disappearance of Madeleine. Draycott's encounter with Bushing came after Bushing left a message on the Operation Grange phone line claiming to know something about the disappearance of Madeleine. Bushing at the time was on parole, having been involved in people smuggling. So these are really nice, not at all unsavoury people. Bushing told the Met's Operation Grange that he'd had a conversation with Bruckner at a festival in Spain in 2008, 1 year after Madeleine was reported missing, and claimed that the conversation involved Madeleine. And so all of this is really interesting. And also yesterday, again, to coincide with today's anniversary, Bernd Stallender, aka the foreign detective, launched a new book to do with Madeleine, and he claims she is buried in Portugal. Whatever the truth, the charade continues. I asked, as I say, on social media, completely overwhelmed by the responses. And all I really have to say is very simple, and that is poor Maddie, poor all children let down by those around them. And I agree with the thousands who responded. The continued funding of this case is an absolute disgrace.